Just when fans thought they'd seen it all in the K-drama universe, an extraordinary moment unfolded in real life. Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung were spotted walking into a wedding hall hand in hand, and it wasn't a scene from a drama. If you're as speechless as the rest of the internet right now, hit that subscribe button immediately, because this story just took a turn straight out of a real-life fairy tale, and you won't want to miss a second of it. The image was surreal. Two of the most beloved stars in South Korea, who once lit up screens together with their unforgettable chemistry and love in the moonlight, now walking side by side into what appeared to be a private wedding ceremony. For years, fans have wondered if there was more between them than just on-screen magic. That speculation has now reignited, louder and more passionate than ever before. Witnesses couldn't believe their eyes. The event was said to be a low-key, invitation-only ceremony held at an exclusive hall in Seoul. An elegant venue often used by celebrities who value privacy and subtlety over grandeur. Attendees were already buzzing with curiosity before the stars arrived, but once Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung entered the scene together, all attention shifted to them. According to sources on the ground, they weren't just there separately as invited guests. No. They arrived together. Dressed in coordinated pastel tones, Bo-gum in a sleek ivory suit with soft pink accents, and Yoo-jung in a flowing, ethereal dress that shimmered under the lights, they looked more like a bride and groom than mere guests. But what truly caught everyone off guard? Their hands were gently clasped together, the kind of hand-holding that speaks of comfort, connection, and something deeper than friendship. The whispers turned into gasps. Phones were discreetly pulled out. Paparazzi, ever watchful, managed to snap a few photos, and by the time the couple disappeared into the hall, the internet was already on fire. Fan pages lit up. Forums crashed under the weight of speculation. Were they dating? Were they about to announce something huge? Could this be a secret wedding of their own? It's important to understand the history behind this shocking public display of closeness. Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung first met during the filming of Love in the Moonlight in 2016. At the time, both were praised for their flawless acting, undeniable chemistry, and how they brought their characters to life with such tenderness and authenticity. But what really stood out were their interactions off-camera, sincere smiles, playful teasing, and the kind of natural warmth that hinted at a bond beyond the script. Fans began shipping them almost instantly. Dubbed the Moonlight couple, their pairing has remained one of the most beloved in modern K-drama history. Interviews with both actors only added fuel to the fire. Bo-gum would speak highly of Yoo-jung's maturity and talent, while Yoo-jung often mentioned Bo-gum's kindness and how comfortable he made her feel on set. Still, both always stopped short of admitting anything more. Years passed. They worked on separate projects. Bo-gum enlisted for military service and completed it with the same discipline and humility he brings to everything. Yoo-jung blossomed into a powerhouse actress, taking on more mature roles and showcasing her versatility. Throughout it all, the question lingered in fans' hearts: what if there was something real between them all along? Now, that question feels more valid than ever. Insiders close to the entertainment industry are buzzing with information. One producer, who worked with Bo-gum on a recent project, reportedly told colleagues, "He's been happier lately. Softer. Like someone who's found peace." Others noticed how Yoo-jung has been radiating a different kind of energy. Glowing, as many put it, and incredibly private. Interestingly, this sighting at the wedding hall is not the first time the two have been seen together off-set. Over the past year, sharp-eyed fans have spotted clues, similar backgrounds in personal social media posts, overlapping travel schedules, and even rumors that the two were seen vacationing at the same resort, though always days apart. But walking into a wedding hall together, in full public view, hand in hand? That's a statement. That's a decision. Naturally, the speculation has reached an entirely new level. Some are convinced this was their way of going public. That after years of hiding from the spotlight, they are finally ready to embrace what they've had privately. Others wonder if this wasn't just a date at someone else's wedding, but perhaps a soft launch for their own relationship, a precursor to an engagement announcement, or even a private ceremony to follow. In fact, several unconfirmed reports claim that the couple stayed at the venue much longer than other guests and were seen leaving only after most attendees had gone. Some staff members of the venue, speaking anonymously, claimed the two were affectionate and graceful, very much like a couple deeply in love. One even hinted that Bo-gum referred to Yoo-jung as my person during a quiet toast. Of course, fans have mixed emotions. Those words hit differently now. As the media frenzy continues, fans are also advocating fiercely for their privacy. A viral message has been circulating that reads, "Let them love in peace. We've waited 8 years for this. Don't ruin it with pressure." And that sentiment has caught fire, reflecting a growing cultural shift. The K-drama community is no longer just hungry for gossip, they're learning to cherish these stars as people first, not products of an industry. But still, questions remain. Will Bo-gum and Yoo-jung confirm the relationship publicly? Will they release a joint statement? Could wedding bells actually be in their near future? Or was this simply a beautiful, unexplained moment between two people who share a deep bond? Regardless of the answers, what's undeniable is that the energy between them is real. You can't fake that kind of connection. The ease in their movements, the gentle familiarity in their expressions, it all speaks volumes louder than words ever could. Even industry veterans are in awe. A director who has worked with both actors separately said in a recent interview, "They're two of the kindest, most sincere people I've ever met. If they're together, I couldn't be happier. Because they both deserve someone who sees them for who they truly are." The symbolism of a wedding hall can't be overlooked either. It's a place of beginnings, of lifelong promises. And while we can't confirm whether this was their own event or just an appearance at a friend's celebration, what we do know is this: Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung chose to walk into that space together, hand in hand, with the world watching. And if that's not a love story in the making, what is? So, what's next for the Moonlight couple? Will they co-star in a new drama, this time not just acting as lovers but being real-life partners off camera? Could this be the beginning of a new chapter where Korean celebrities no longer hide their love stories, but embrace them openly and proudly? Only time will tell. But until then, we'll be holding on to this moment. That walk into the wedding hall. That quiet confidence. That glimmer of something extraordinary. Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung didn't need to say a word. Their actions spoke louder than any press release could. And now, as the world waits, one thing remains certain: we are witnessing something rare. Something real. A story that began with a historical drama and might just be writing its happiest ending, or beginning, right before our eyes. Don't miss what comes next. Subscribe now, because if this magical walk into a wedding hall was just the prelude, the next chapter could be the most unforgettable one yet.